Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Alright guys, moving on to fight number 21. This one comes from me. I hope you guys enjoy it, and can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts on it as well. So I picked the likes of Miss Helena Bertinelli, Huntress. Yeah, I'm going with that Huntress. Versus Mr. Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye. So yeah, we got Huntress versus Hawkeye. Two H's going at it. So let's kick it off with Helena Bertinelli, Huntress. I dig Huntress. I like the character. I've always liked the character. She brought her own flavor to the object of vigilantism. Helena, as you all know, her family was a big mob family in Gotham, pretty much. And unfortunately, her family was killed, and she became Huntress to, kill the people, those that had killed her family, pretty much. Though she's really kind of close with other, in the superhero community, especially, the Birds of Prey and people like that, her methods are really harsh. Like, she takes no prisoners. Like, she goes a little bit for broke in terms of getting a point across. That's kind of sometimes been Huntress' biggest, like, okay, yeah, she takes it a little too far sometimes. She will make a point, but sometimes that's not a bad thing. Now, Helena sometimes is a little bit arrogant. She's a little brash at times, and that's also kind of her weak points as well. As you all know, Huntress is a skilled markswoman as well. Her favorite weapon of choice is she relies on her crossbow, which is a good range weapon, as well as for close fighting as well. She has different types of cartridge, arrows as well. And she's also good at hand-to-hand combat. She was trained by her cousin at first, and then she learned martial arts from a great martial artist in the DC universe, Richard Dragon. Richard Dragon taught her very well as well. But like I said, she's been a member of the Birds of Prey for a long time, before the pre-52, because now the Huntress now is Helena Wayne, Bruce Wayne's daughter and Catwoman's daughter from Earth 2. But Helena Bertinelli was still cool. So we move on to her combatant in this, and we're going with the mightiest marksman of the Avengers, trained by villains but inspired by heroes. Yes, that's the best way to sum up Hawkeye. Hawkeye is one of my favorite Avengers, besides out of the Trinity of the Avengers. Basically, Hawkeye, of course, like I said, was trained by villains, and he was inspired by heroes, and he became an Avenger. Like Huntress, he has no superpowers. It's all skill. He learned very well. He was a carny, so he has very good acrobatic skills. He's a great marksman. He's got great leadership skill, great tactician as well. Clint sometimes can be arrogant as well. He can be brash too, but he backs it up sometimes. This guy can hit. You point it out, this guy can hit it. If in a fight, if you ask Hawkeye, you got him? He's got him, and he's not gonna miss unless he wants to miss. he's a hell of a marksman when it comes to the bow and arrow, and he uses the long bow. He uses a traditional long bow, if I am correct on that. But I do believe his bow is a little bit modified at times. But he's got good hand-to-hand combat skills as well. He learned from Cap. Cap taught him good hand-to-hand combat, close quarters combat as well. So he just doesn't rely on his crossbow, his bows as well. So, in terms of the battle breakdown between these two, oh boy, this would be actually a kind of fun fight for Clint. I think Clint would get off on this. Probably Helena would get off on it too. I see a little. I would see a little bit of a attraction between the two. Um, uh, Clint's definitely gonna have to worry about the crossbows. Clint doesn't really use those, especially 616. It's not that he doesn't, and it's not that he can't, but he doesn't really use them. Um, but definitely, Clint's gonna have to keep his distance. If it comes to a hand-to-hand combat fight, I might say the slight edge would go to uh, Helena. Now, one thing about Helena is she's not one to not fight dirty. She'll fight dirty if she needs to. She doesn't always go with the very honorable way of fighting. So that's something that Clint's got to watch out for if it comes to a hand-to-hand combat fight. But even in a distant fight, it can be different because remember, Helena's got the crossbow. You know, Clint's got the bow and arrow. So it could go both ways. But other than that, guys, you tell me. Helena Bertinelli, Huntress, or Clint Barton, Hawkeye. And I hope you guys enjoyed this fight. I thought this would be fun to put this fight together. Like I said, I think there would be an attraction, but the only problem is Clint's taken. He goes out with Jessica Drew, Spider Woman, so he's got to be careful about that. But I think this would be really fun. I really do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'd love to hear you guys' opinion on this fight. Who do you feel would win out of this fight? One more fight for today, and we're going with two thieves. It's thief versus thief. Catwoman versus the Raging Cajun Gambit. I'll see you guys then.